Alright, here is a very obscure horror game on NES called Chiller. It's based on an arcade game, but we'll talk about that real soon. It's a weird looking cartridge, right?
It looks like no other NES cartridge that I've seen. There's those Bible games ones and all that are blue, but this is very unique.
All those unlicensed cartridges, they all look different.
Let's try it out. Chiller for Share Data. If Share Data maybe is the company that made the game, wouldn't it be Chiller by Share Data? I don't know.
Now, this is also a light gun game, but from what I've heard, the light gun doesn't work well at all. I mean, like worse than normal.
Oh, really?
So we're gonna pick, let's see, 2 number players and...
Because I do have a CRT TV, we could be doing that, but if it doesn't work very well regardless, then we might as well just use the regular controller.
We'll use none. None light guns used.
What the hell is that, all those symbols?
I don't know, I guess those are your targets.
Oh, I thought maybe it was the password you have to remember.
Now, I don't know how we switch off. I think, I guess I die, but I don't know how you would die in this game. I think it's just a time limit.
I would say that when the life meter at the bottom runs out. Or is that a time? Or
I guess
is that
it's
the
just
life
a
meter?
time. I mean, I don't think I'm getting hit by anything, am I?
Oh, I know what it would
tell.
be. You have a monster meter up top. Now it's at 12, 11.
Or is that like, when that thing throws the skull, is it throwing it at me? Like, there's no, like, depth perception in this game.
Yeah,
you
there's
don't
really
know
not. I think he's throwing that skull in the grave.
Yeah. And what's this? It's a nun with a baby carriage and you're shooting her. Basically, the arcade version of this had this dungeon like torture thing, which I think is in this, but it's censored. Like it's not, or it's toned down a lot. Because hang on a second, my bullets aren't working. Oh no, they are working.
Mine's working.
Oh, they work. It's like, wouldn't it be nice if you could see like a little dot moving across the screen? You get nothing at all.
I have to say, this is probably, if this is the same thing as the light gun, this is probably a lot better. Because I could imagine trying to do this with the light gun, it would probably suck.
The arcade game came out in 1986, and at the time, it was probably the most violent game ever made. Even when you look at games like Mortal Kombat that came later, and you remember when video games were becoming like controversial because they're really gory and everything, and you look at Chiller in the arcade. It was an arcade game, so it was in public places. There's a torture chamber, and there's people tied up, like heads in the guillotines, and you're shooting at them. So you can't even let them alone to get tortured. You're shooting them, and when you shoot them, all the flesh on their body comes off, so you can keep shooting them until they're like nothing but just blood and bones. And then it comes out on NES, and of course...
It's a bad port.
It's a really bad port.
Right. Oh, here it is.
This is
this is what I remember when we did this years ago.
But it's like toned down a lot. I mean, it's still kind of gory, like you're shooting these guys' limbs off and stuff. Yeah. But in the arcade, you see like all this blood and bones, and like you're just like dissecting their bodies with your bullets.
Are we able to shoot these? Oh yeah, I'm shooting this guy's body apart.
Or if you shoot the crank, it pulls their...
Oh my god, that's
it's
so
like
violent.
Mousetrap. It like pulls the crank and then rips the body apart.
You know what I...
It's just good shooting. I love that it compliments you for good shooting.
Oh my god, look at this.
Oh, the arcade game, she's not covered in the arcade game.
Oh really?
Like it's
oh god, this is gross.
Full nudity. And there's the oh wait, I'm gonna shoot the blade. Look, here it goes. Look.
The head came off. This is crazy how violent this is.
I'm gonna shoot the head. What were you about to say?
I was gonna say, there's this game called Waxworks. It's on the PC, and that was one of the most violent games that I ever played when I was a kid. I think I was about 12 years old because I think it came out in 1992.
Okay.
When the game would start out, you'd like walk around a cemetery, and like zombies would attack you and shit like that. And I remember just being shocked because I don't think I had ever seen a video game that violent before, and shortly after that I think I played like Mortal Kombat and stuff, but that was the first time I really saw like violence in a video game, and I remember that being like shocking at the time. There was like people getting their heads chopped off and all kinds of crazy shit. I think that's a really obscure game now.
We'll have to play it.
Yeah, not many people know about. That was the first time I saw a really violent video game, basically.
Shocking, violent, let's play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's still violent for the NES, but it's toned down.
It definitely is. I want to do the torture chamber part one more time.
Yeah. You have to do it in the arcade. It's way worse.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, now I want to play the arcade game.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same idea, but it's just
You should
like,
get
better.
the actual chiller arcade machine.
Yeah. That'd be awesome. I can't imagine a game like that, an arcade game in 1986. How many places would you be allowed to, like you're not gonna go into Chuck E. Cheese and see Chiller.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, there, the legs. I'm pulling the legs, but I've already shot the body apart, so it's like...
You shoot till there's nothing left.
Yeah. I feel so bad for these people, too, because, like, they're already being tortured on a
look at
rack.
that. There's a guy tied up and there's an alligator.
So, I want to do the guillotine.
Oh, yeah, do the guillotine.
Do I
shoot the
it?
blade. Here it goes.
What is this little thing crawling along the ground? It's like a miniature buffalo.
Look at this. Look, I'm going to smash the head. Look, here we go. Here we go. Oh, it's a vice on his head.
Oh, is that what that is?
Oh.
I can't believe this naked lady who I just shot her face off.
In the arcade, you see her tits.
What was the game we just recently played? Double Dragon 2, I think, in the cutscene in the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
That girl with the tits.
I mean, not bare breasts, but like, you know, but just that.
They were very
very prominent, yes.
Very voluptuous.
April
tits.
O'Neil and
April
Turtles
O'Neil.
in Time.
It's a big one.
There you go.
It's two big ones.